Well, guys, tomorrow is August 1st, 2023. It actually may be a day that will live on in infamy, guys. You may be wondering, why is that? Well, we pretty much have an execution date for Bud Light. I mean, the warden has now signed a death warrant, and Bud Light will be strapped to the electric chair because Bud Light, they got some devastating news, guys. They're done. They will never, ever recover again. And we knew this would probably happen, like the last 2 months. Ever since April, when they got woke with Dylan Mulvaney, we knew that the boycott was working. But even I didn't anticipate at this point that the right would actually stick to their guns, because the right, they'll boycott for a little bit normally and kind of go back. This time, they're just done with Bud Light. It is over with. It is bad. And it's so bad, guys, that we know that Modelo Especial has been the #1 selling beer for the past few months. And now Bud Light got really, really devastating news, guys, because things are about to get worse for Bud Light. Look at this, guys, on Outkick. Bud Light's latest plunge is so bad, experts now expect shocking August dethroning. Let's read this, guys. The latest Bud Light tumble could be the beginning of the end. Sales of the once popular brew fell nearly 27% in the week ending July 22nd, marking the third straight week of declines after pressure seemed to be loosening earlier this month. Unfortunately, that light, L-I-G-H-T, at the end of the tunnel turned out to be a freight train. Now check this out, guys. According to industry expert Bump Williams, we talked about them before, the latest plunge could be the final nail in the Bud Light coffin. Quote, "It's going to happen a lot sooner than anyone had ever thought," Williams told the New York Post Monday. "We have it surpassing Bud Light mid-August." What are they talking about? They're talking about Modelo Especial becoming the #1 selling beer overall in America. I'm talking about, I guess, over a 12-month period. Bud Light has lost the top spot. Look here, it says it would be Modelo Especial, the surging brew that experts have said for months now could officially overtake Bud Light as the top selling beer in the U.S. Most of those predictions, however, pointed to December as the month Modelo could take the top spot. This latest data dump paints a much darker picture. The Anheuser-Busch brand saw sales drop 26.8% during the most recent week, which is worse than the previous week's decline of 26.1%. Modelo, meanwhile, jumped over 13%, further closing the gap for the top spot across the nation. The Mexican brew has now reached 8.2% market share year to date. Yeah, year to date. Just barely shy of Bud Light's 8.4%, Williams said during the latest jump, is eye-opening. So, guys, Bud Light's top spot, Modelo is only 0.2% behind now. I believe I also made a mistake. I said it was year over year. No, it's year to date. January to now, they've closed that gap to only being 0.2% behind. And they're going to pass them probably in days now, sometime in August. Quote, "It's the closest any brand has come to surpassing Bud Light as the king of beers." Wow. Man, this is amazing right here. I mean, everything, man, with Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch, it's just been down. It even says here that Budweiser saw another plunge to the tune of 10.3% decline through the same week. Yuengling sales soared another 21.3% in the most recent sales data, while Coors Light was up 21.2% and Miller Lite 17.7%. It is over, guys. And we know that people at Bud Light have lost their jobs, and things are only going to get worse, guys. That market share is not coming back. Look at this here. New York Post here. Bud Light distributors no longer expect sales to recover from Dylan Mulvaney disaster. This is put out today too, guys. It's not going to happen. It says here, many Anheuser-Busch distributors say they are resigned to their painful Bud Light losses and that they have given up on luring back disaffected customers following the Dylan Mulvaney fiasco, the Post has learned. After 4 months of hiring freezes and layoffs, with some beer truck drivers getting heckled and harassed, even as Bud Light sales have dropped by more than 25%, Anheuser-Busch wholesalers have accepted that they have lost a chunk of their customers for good and need to focus on a new crop of drinkers. Look at this, guys. Quote, consumers have made a choice, said an executive at a Texas-based beer distributor who did not want to be identified. Quote, they have left Bud Light, and that's how it's going to be. I don't envision a big percentage of them coming back. Actually, it's gotten worse. It's getting worse, guys. Astonishing. Sales of other Anheuser-Busch beers, including Budweiser, Michelob Ultra, and Busch Light, have been in decline since Bud Light's marketing tie-up with Dylan Mulvaney. Yes, guys. This is the end. I mean, August is going to be the death knell. That's going to be the execution date, guys. And you know what? It's open to the public. This is going to be a public execution for everybody to see because nobody's coming back. Nobody is coming back, man. This is the most effective. I can't even call it a boycott anymore. This has been the most effective thing we have seen, guys, in a very, very long time. The right finally standing up to the wokeness. And there has been an effect. Target, other companies as well, taking heat for going woke. I believe that 2024, especially when it comes to Pride Month, I believe that companies are going to rethink their agenda. They're going to say, look at Bud Light. You know what, guys, 100 years from now, in marketing classes, there's going to be students in class and they will learn about Bud Light and what happened. And we could say, we lived it. Now, I'm pretty sure I won't be around in 100 years, but hey, if I did, it'd be a miracle, guys. It'll be a miracle. But, yeah, it's over. Rest in peace. Thoughts and prayers, to Bud Light. That's a wrap. It's a wrap, guys. And, boy, what a mighty fall from grace, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.